How did you and Tyler first meet?
I was throwing a small little party at a Jersey club.
She was up on a DJ dance box off on the side.
You scan the room and I noticed him.
I look over and of course I'm very attracted to her.
You know, everyone's trying to pull me down and dance with them.
And I noticed all the other guys are very attracted to her also. Thankfully, I recently had watched the movie Hitch. I knew exactly what to do.
He comes right up to the very front of the box and turns his back to me.
Turned my back, just kind of minded my own business. Chilled out here and
Totally ignores me and I'm like, what is this? Like, what are you doing?
rest is kind of history from there.
Yeah, we started talking and dancing.
Then we danced for the rest of the night and it was, you know, great thing.
What was your first date like?
Our first date was at I Play America.
It was so funny because I was beating him at all the games.
And she was doing better than me, which I'm not used to. So naturally, I hit the lasers behind her as she was going through this like James Bond laser tag thing. So
He was tapping the lasers so I would lose points.
So you were cheating.
I was cheating. Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
So, and I could tell he really liked her because he kind of had this look on his face like, there's this girl, she's moving to Miami, and I was like, what should I do? I was like, well, I guess you gotta like follow your heart, and you know, and it worked out.
What was your first impression of him?
I saw him and I said instantly, he's gonna either be the love of my life or my biggest heartbreak.
This guy is good looking and I don't trust good looking people. In my mind, when I saw that, there was going to be a player.
He was very down to earth. He seemed very real. He didn't seem like he was trying too hard to impress or make an impression in any way. So I really liked that.
I thought he was a pleasant, nice enough guy, and I could see why he and Kim would kind of like each other and want to be around each other, and I was interested to see like who he actually was.
So this was at the dance club. I was there on that fateful evening. So again, protective older sister, I wasn't sure about this guy because, you know, he was very handsome. You know, they like clicked right away. So yeah, I mean, he seemed cool, but I was hesitant. I was cautious, as an older sister should be.
Damn, he's really white. It's really hard for me to remember what first impressions were because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wonder, was electricity invented yet? You know, because they've been, together for a while. So I'm just trying to kind of think.
What was your first impression of Kim?
Bright, in every sense of the word, bright. Her personality was bright. She was mentally bright. Her outfits were bright. Her makeup was bright. Everything was bright.
50th birthday, surprise birthday party, and Kim showed up, and I was very surprised for a lot of reasons.
She came in so beautiful, big smile. Very
She
gorgeous.
was really into it right from the beginning, so we knew she was a good one.
She really gelled real quickly.
Kim's space between Tyler was like, there was like a paper. That's the space in between them two. I was so distracted because I couldn't even keep eye contact because I was just like looking at like this image of two people kind of just like forming together, and I was like, okay, they're very close, very, very quickly. So
she was really good with the cats, and like I remember just like playing with Cosmo with her because like I don't know, I guess like we got the cats at the same time that we met Kim.
I remember the day after Tyler met Kim, Florida, and how like I'm gonna love going out like this, and this was the only time he ever met somebody that danced better than him, and it was Kim. So he was telling me all about this special girl.
That night we all go out to the party and Kim's like the one in the middle of the circle, dancing, partying. And I look at Tyler, I'm like, what are you worried about, man? She's a blast, yeah, and we had a great time.
She was the prettiest girl in the room.
Oh.
Yeah, so I walked in, she was the prettiest girl in the room.
And Porter's a big room.
Porter's a big room. A lot of competition, and she won.
Okay. What are some of your favorite things about Kim?
Kim is not a slacker. That girl is all go. I have to remind her that she's human sometimes.
Yep.
And that she's not a robot. That she has energy and feelings and emotions. for me, I'm usually the hardest worker in the room, but now not the case when Kim's in the same room with me. So that is something I super appreciate about her, is how hard she works at anything she does, anything she wants to put her mind to.
Very fun personality with the arts and with dance and vibrant. And then like she's also super focused and very creative, and Kim is too big for one word.
She's very beautiful. He goes, but I like her because of her heart. I learned to know that really was true. She's a beautiful heart.
Yeah, and Kim is such a positive person. You know, everything she does, she's a real doer, which we love, and she motivates Tyler, and I think they're good for each other in that respect. They motivate each other, and they're a good team.
Yeah.
And I love that Kim loves to laugh.
Yeah, she does.
And I would say that about her entire family. You guys are always laughing and having a good time, so I love that.
Yeah.
She's so smart, and she believes in the ecosystem. Recycling is her thing. She goes out of her way to do that.
Because there's so many. I'm like unique, strong, independent, smart, funny.
Make me laugh. She make me happy a lot. And she is very chatty a lot. I know that.
Yeah.
She's my auntie and she always treats me like I'm her favorite person in the world.
I don't have to worry about her.
Yeah.
She can take care of herself. I know that for sure. Anything comes up, she can handle it.
Headstrong, like determined. Headstrong, like in a good way. Like she's like determined. She sees something that she wants. She goes out and she gets it. She makes stuff happen.
She makes beauty wherever she goes. I didn't really get it until I saw what she did with Mark and Olia's wedding. She's so creative. I think that's like a holy thing. Like, you can make beauty out of chaos.
She helped us a lot with the house, anything that we needed, and if she didn't know how to do it, she would look it up and learn it. And now my friends come to my house and look at my house. I said, well, Kim did that, and Kim did that, and Kim did that. And they just can't believe how great she is at that DIY stuff.
So please subscribe.
I love the fact that she, under all circumstances, is like a girly girl. It's like, oh, I'm always wearing
It's the same thing.
I'm always wearing a dress. I'm always looking beautiful, no matter what.
I'll say gorgeous.
To be honest, I didn't really have a great sense of what home feels like until I lived with them. So that was a really huge changing point in my life. So I appreciate her ability to be able to make a home very welcoming and homey, and how she stays organized and on tasks. And she's probably the only person that I've ever had to say to slow down to. Usually I'm telling people, is like, contribute to society. Come on, we have to keep going. But Kim, whoa, you've done way too much today. You're not about to start another 5-hour project.
What word do you think of when you think of Tyler?
He's funny and tall. He's very loving too.
Strong.
I'd say brave.
That's so.
Tyler is passionate about everything he does. He's gonna dance, he's gonna dance.
Yeah.
If he's gonna wear an outfit, Tyler's gonna wear that outfit.
The first word that comes to mind is goofy. And that's terrible. But I mean it in the best way.
He's very dependable and loyal.
I like that he knew martial arts. They could carry themselves well. And they're respectful and honorable.
I appreciate his ability to either lead or stay laid back. Very thoughtful when it comes to other people. He shows up when it matters most.
He's funny, like, he likes to laugh.
Yeah.
I like that he laughs at my jokes. That's important. That's the way to my heart, laughing at my jokes.
He's a kind man. He is not too cool for anybody. He's not all full of himself.
Protector comes to mind because I think he super takes care of the people around him.
His passion and heart. He has empathy.
He's very kind. He's very generous. He would like wait for other kids to, you want to hit it? You can hit it.
He would get the puck and say, oh, it's your turn. And Tyler got the
Yeah.
most caring award.
And even to today, he's very
caring.
Very caring.
Oh, yeah.
He was really funny. He fit in with the family really well. And I remember he made a joke. Cliff was wearing these expensive shorts, and he was like, and Tyler had the same pair. And Cliff was like, oh, you know, did you get them at like Barney's? Tyler was like, oh no, I got these at Target.
Just being patient about situations that are chaotic, or being calm and having a level head in moments where everybody's emotions are high, or you're not really being reactive and making impulsive decisions. So I think being calm and patient has been a word that I would describe Tyler now.
He always knew how to make us laugh. He would always entertain us. Always make us do creative things when he was babysitting us.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
he was good. Me and him would always like run around and try and like whip each other with the towel, and I would have to like lock myself in the bathroom because he would like chase after me. But then I would chase after him too.
My true hero. But he's not just my brother, but he is also my best friend.
Aww. When did you first realize he was the one?
The way that Tyler watches out for her, takes care of her, keeps her safe, and makes her happy. And that to me is, you know, one of the most important things. It's a beautiful thing.
He just goes right after her and just like fixes everything and makes her feel loved and good, you know. So.
Oh, I love him. He's a wonderful human being, best guy. Couldn't ask for a better match for Kim.
I had to keep checking myself. I'm like, is this infatuation or is this love? Because I really was like obsessed.
I know Kim's devoted to Tyler. She's obsessed with him, you know, just like I'm obsessed with my wife. Like nobody else has a chance. Nothing's coming between them. So, right.
I know that they'll be great together because they've been together for so long and they know each other really well. And they just work really well together.
I feel comfortable, you know, with him knowing that Kim will be taken care of, and they're such a great fit. You know, so perfect for each other.
The fact that he's changing his name to Chin, like that's huge.
Yes.
Kim was the most 100% authentic self around him. And that's the first time I've seen that with her in a relationship. So when I saw them together like that and she was totally herself, I knew that he was the one for her.
In that instantaneous second, it's like I knew he was going to be in my life somehow.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never had that before.
When I knew Kim was the one, she and Tyler came in and we were decorating Christmas tree and Tyler had to run up and take a shower.
Mm-hmm.
So here she is, she didn't know us too well, and she just jumped right in. And I love that because it's what we were doing. She didn't just sit down and just like, no, you know, she would start asking questions. Oh, look at this, how beautiful is this? What's this mean? And it was just nice. It was just really connecting. She was interacting with the kids and wow, how nice was she? Yeah. All right, she's good. Yep. He doesn't need to throw her back.
The moment I saw you guys together, like I just said, I saw the compatibility. I knew that the roads led to here.
We were visiting my grandfather. We had just spent the day with him, which is a very special place for me to be with him, and that she was in there with me. I told her, I said, hey, I think I'm starting to fall in love with you.
I think it was like 4 months in when he actually said that he loved me.
So who said I love you first?
Me, yes.
He was the first one?
Yes. No, I knew never to say it first. I knew that for my code. I was like, you don't say it first.
Oh, what was the proposal like?
Nerve-wracking.
I loved it.
Kind of just fell together perfectly for me. I was like, I can make this happen. Both families are in town.
I was like, please, before we're a decade.
Universal was our like first vacation together.
Yeah.
That'd be a great place to start our adventure together.
We all had to figure out a way to get Kim to look kind of nice. So we were like, oh, we're gonna take some photos at Universal.
Why can't I bring my fanny pack? And he's like getting upset with me about it.
And then how nervous he got, and he's missing exits and stuff. I thought that was hysterical.
And the fact that we work together and we're constantly hip to hip, it was hard to get away from her to plan these things.
So you had no clue?
I had no clue. It was all a surprise, and it was great that we had people there and that it was streamed. So it was very cool.
That was very difficult to get away, and I'm going to the gym / asking for your father's blessing. Yeah, other than that, it was exciting. It went out very, very well. Weather was great turnout. So.
Was it your perfect proposal then?
I think it was absolutely perfect for me. That was our first big trip together. and that we had that picture of us there with our venture begins. And the fact that we're taking the next chapter, that had so much meaning for me, for us.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice on a long-lasting relationship for Kim and Tyler as they are about to get married?
I love you guys, and if there's one big piece of advice I'll give you, patience. You guys have been together this long, but you're reaching that next stage of your lives where things do inevitably slightly continue to change for the better, but be patient with each other.
Remember to date each other. Remember that just because you're married now doesn't mean you don't stop learning about each other and growing together and exploring each other. So I would say make sure you focus on each other at least once a week.
Communication is key. Not just making sure you say what you need, but also making sure you learn the best way to say what you need so that your partner can hear it.
I think laughter is the most important thing. If you can make each other smile and tell each other something positive every single day, I think that's a good thing in a relationship.
Never go to sleep angry. Talk it out.
Don't let things fester. Just be honest with each other and try to come to a compromise and a decision together. Patience.
If you can find happiness and create happiness doing the mundane stuff, I think that's really how relationships last the longest, in my opinion, right? And I think that whether it's like, okay, I'm cooking dinner together, eating together, you have a routine of walking. We have a dog, so we walk Milo together, and then on Saturdays we grab coffee. So we look forward to these little things. We have to be happy with the everyday stuff.
So because you are the number one person who is going to have the most impact on the life of another human being, pay attention to what you say. Don't say things that are mean just because you're angry, just because you're frustrated. Pay attention to your words. Exercise self-restraint.
They're probably going to expect this from me, but to put God first. And I know it sounds like a cliche, but when you're in those moments where, because we all don't always get along, you have those moments where it's just falling apart and you just have to sit back and say a prayer. Literally. Literally.
Yeah.
And it comes to you.
Trust, honesty, that sometimes there might be misunderstandings in communication, but ultimately the goal is for one another to remain happy, to be with one another, and to love one another, and cherish one another.
Sometimes it's okay to admit you're wrong, even if you know you're right. It'll get you out of a lot of trouble.
You know what they say, happy wife, happy life.
Do you have any well wishes for the couple before they get married?
I hope they always have the love that they have and that it continues to grow, because it's hard to imagine how much it can grow. I don't know, to me, you just feel so in love, right? And it's hard to imagine it getting better, but it does.
Take everything one day at a time. Soak it all in. Take time for each other, especially, and just make sure that you're always living in the moment. And that's it.
Oh, for their marriage? Oh, I wish them the world. They're such great people, and all the love that they shared together, I hope that'll just perpetuate.
I'm hoping for a grandchild. I'm only asking for it. But it's totally up to them.
Yeah. Glad you guys are doing this. Finally!
I wish them a world of happiness, endless love, nonstop communication, and laughter always.
I hope they bring a child to our family.
So on you, Kim and Tyler, you can do it.
No pressure, no rush. No rush.
I do wish them, happiness with one another, love, understanding, and just long marriage. And I hope that they see what my parents are seeing, 50th wedding anniversary, and I hope that they see that with them as well.
Yeah, it's amazing. 50 years.
Congrats. Welcome to the Forever Club. It's amazing to see that we're finally here. Cheers to love. Cheers to surge protectors. Cheers to years of friendship. And really just continuing to build memories between you guys, but definitely between us as well as great friends.
We're so happy to welcome Kim into the family and to combine the families, the Georgeses and the Humphreys and the Chins.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Looking
Love
forward
you
to
guys.
having another daughter. Woohoo!
My sister! What are you most looking forward to after you get married?
Having kids, which I never thought I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, because he's the first one that ever made me feel safe, and I trust him. Because I have so much trust, love, and faith in him, he gives me the strength and the ability to be vulnerable, to take those leaps of faith. Because I know that he's there, and he's strong enough to help me. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, I can't read any more questions.
I know this is gonna sound funny. I love PDA, and I love being cleaned.
It sounds silly, but
It's okay.
Kim's probably on the same page. Just finally being able to tell people that she's my wife, and the title, finally officially claiming her as mine. Yeah.
With that, cut.
All right, air it out. All right.
Can touch the sky if I try to make it better, 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 better. Check it out, 'cause I can touch the electricity in my bones, vibrations in my soul, pushing me to reach ahead. The only way to win is trust the truth within. Don't stop until the goal is met.
Who is more likely to plan a date night? Who is more spontaneous in making decisions? Who is more likely to compromise in arguments?
We're both pretty good at that, but we're both good.
Who is the bigger spender in the relationship?
Actually, no. Yes. You spend more. I spend more on. I buy more unnecessary things. Yes, but you spend more.
Who is more affectionate in public? Nice. Who is more likely to remember important dates in the relationship?
As soon as I heard the word remember.
Who is a better dancer?
Totally different styles. Who knows how to get a crowd going?
That wasn't the question. That was not the question.
Yeah.
Skill-wise, you got it.
Okay.
Get the crowd going, though.
That wasn't the question.
Who is more likely to compromise in an argument?
That's right, she does.
Prime example. Who has the better sense of humor?
I would say I'm funnier. I'm funny and wittier. But
He's witty. He's very, very witty.
Who is the bigger procrastinator? Quick. Who is the more adventurous one?
I guess.
We're both pretty simple, but I would say more so.
I would say you.
Yeah. Who has road rage when driving?
Both.
Well, you want to continue it.
I'm confrontational.
Yes. So I'll get upset, but Tyler will roll the window down.
Oh, that's.
And I'm like,
But there's
no.
no rage. It's just a talk. Let's talk about this. You're so
Was that a
confident
good
in what
idea?
you just did. I want to know the decision and the thought.
Who is the bigger prankster?
Oh.
Who is more likely to surprise the other with gifts? Oh, Ty.
Me.
Yeah?
Me.
Yeah? Oh.
Yeah. I was like, man, I've been doing this so much that I forgot to
Who is more affectionate in public? Who is more of a neat freak? Who is more romantic? Really? That's very surprising. I'm sorry, Dad. Who's the more romantic?
Oh, me, for sure. Really?
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Who is the better singer?
I don't know. He's a tenor. These are rare and precious.
She's definitely much better.
Take
Auditions and wins solos and choirs.
All right,
so,
all right.
yeah.
Yes, take it for the win.
Okay, okay.
Who is the better singer?
But who can get the crowd going? That's me.
Good job. Yes.
We passed.
Yes. That was awesome. Bella, what was your first impression of Tyler when you first met him? And she leaves.